I've been fishing my whole life, and it's a hard way of life.
Art Lawton captains his gillnet fishing vessel, the Bev A, off the coast of California. The fishery is highly regulated and operates between August and January. Permits are hard to come by, and as a result, bycatch is minimal and the fish stocks are currently doing well. However, that hasn't always been the case. In the mid-1990s, with new amendments to the Marine Mammal Protection Act, the National Marine Fisheries Service declared that gillnet fishing off California and Oregon was an unsustainable fishing method because of interactions with several marine mammal stocks, including beaked whales, sperm whales, and short-finned pilot whales.
Sustainability of bycatch is evaluated as a fraction of the population. We have a relatively simple formula. For most species of dolphins and whales, it means that no more than about 1% of the population can be injured seriously or killed in fisheries each year.
Lawsuits from advocacy groups further threaten closure of the fishery. That's when the take reduction team was created, and conservationists, government scientists, gear experts, and fishermen joined forces to tackle the problem.
I was on the take reduction team since its conception, and this West Coast swordfish take reduction team did an outstanding job to keep this fishery open. It's probably a model for just about any other take reduction team that's been in the country. We made significant changes, especially with these pingers. Here, I'll grab one.
This particular fishery out of San Diego was extremely proactive in finding a way to resolve the issue that they had with the dolphin interactions, and they did a wonderful job on it.
These are acoustical devices. I tie a knot in it, I pull it, and then I just seize it into the lead line.
We really don't know why pingers work. There are two main theories. One is that the pingers just alert the dolphins to the presence of something new in the water, and that makes them turn on all of their sensory abilities.
I'll install the pingers into the float line like this. I have a hollow core float line.
The other main theory is that pingers just produce a really annoying sound. And the scientists call this aversive, and it could be that the dolphins just don't like this sound and they just move to get away from it.
So you put your 40 pingers in the net, that leaves your hands free to put in light sticks, or if it's rough, you don't have to have you or your crew getting into the net. Since putting on the Famunda pingers, it's very rare. It's an exception to have something that is bycatch.
During the experimental phase, incidental capture of common dolphins was reduced by almost 90%. And with dolphins spending much of their time traveling in the upper surface of the water column, further experiments revealed another surprise.
The fishermen who were fishing with 6-fathom-long extenders, they were catching just as many swordfish as the fishermen that were fishing close to the surface, but they were catching fewer marine mammals.
Even better results were observed with the relatively rare whale, the beaked whale, where, based on observer data, to date they remain 100% incident-free.
In fact, the change was so dramatic that we were able to see that, in fact, it was working, and we could end the experiment a little bit early and actually promulgate the regulations that would make this part of the take reduction plan.
Over the past 10 years, the number of seals and sea lion interactions have slightly increased. One explanation may be that the pinger is not such a novel stimulus anymore. The other is that these populations are increasing each year off California, and with it, the competition for food has increased.
The number of seals and sea lions caught, it's less than 1/10% of the population, so it's not a great conservation concern. Nonetheless, we want to eliminate as much of the bycatch as possible.
And there's been a lot of work done to try to create an acoustic deterrent for seals and sea lions, and nobody's done it yet, because they're very intelligent and they habituate very, very rapidly.
This has been a tremendous success story. The fisheries are still active and vital, the populations are doing well, and the marine mammals are safe and protected. If we hadn't had people that were willing to work together to find a solution, the team would have failed completely. It all comes down to the people.